Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the David Patton episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. I'm Nathan, and sitting over here to my right is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, I love your shirt.
Thank you.
Nice Celtics shirt you have on there.
That's right.
Big Celtics gal.
Yeah, huge now.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so happy because the Celtics won last night.
Right.
The championship.
What, on the Eastern Conference?
Eastern Conference.
Yes.
So
what does that mean?
that means they move on to the finals.
Woo!
So I'm here supporting the Celtics. For all the freaking people that say I don't support them, I'm here supporting. My hair is like doing something so weird. It like made me like actually want to vomit when I just said that. But I'm supporting. I'm just here in full support, full swing today,
Yeah.
full swing with golf.
Exactly. Not to be confused with a Netflix show.
No, exactly. So, what about you? How are you feeling over there? What are you wearing?
I have my Celtics t-shirt on. I got it from some game I went to. # Green Runs Deep.
Is that from one of the t-shirt cannons?
No, it's from like a game where they put like a playoff game where they put it on the seat. Actually, I know exactly where I got this. I didn't even go to the game.
Oh.
It was when J-Mo was an intern there, and he brought one home for me.
He interned at the Celtics?
Yes. Senior
So
year.
nice. See, the ones that they give out are the perfect size. Like, honestly, not to, like, bring this up right now, but the Knicks one that I got out of the t-shirt cannon thing, it's, like, a big size, too. Like, what size is this?
Take a peek.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yep.
Oh, my God, this tag is, like, fucking falling apart.
Seen better days.
Wait,
I
what size is it?
I'm going to say I retired from college. I graduated from college.
Extra large.
What's so funny?
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're saying how old the tag was. I was saying I graduated from college years ago.
Yeah, right.
The shirt's probably ancient.
No, but it's like, honestly, it's like one of those shirts, though. You know, it's like a shirt that you don't buy for yourself often. And like, extra large is so the way to go. It is, like, sometimes, you know, it's like you just need that tee to just sleep in, hang out in, whatever. And that's the way to do it. You did it right.
Thank you,
You did it
Jameson.
right. You did it right. Thank you, J-Mo. Mr. Kraft here, as we refer to him on the podcast. Yes, I'm just in such a giggly mood right now. I have no idea why. Like, we were having dinner and like literally like you were just saying like such stupid things.
Thanks.
And they were but like it was funny. Like you were just being funny. Like
I've been hilarious all week.
You honestly have been. Like I don't know if you've been like taking like a little pill of my dose or whatever it is, like a little dose of Rachel.
Yeah.
But you have been literally making me crack up this week.
Can't think of one thing I said that made you laugh.
I can't think of either.
What?
Oh, you can. You're saying.
I can't.
Oh, I can't either. I can't think of one thing, but I just like remember you being like so funny like during separate times of like the week.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. Just know like if I say that you're being funny, it's a high compliment.
Yeah, because usually it's me making a joke and you give me a blank stare.
I feel like if I say I'm funny, like that's like a high compliment. Or I'm funny, obviously. If other people are funny, it's like a high compliment from me.
Right.
Right? Like for like you know how it's like like if like a basketball like if Jason Thompson, Jason Tatum.
Big fan.
Jesus Christ. If Jason Tatum said to you like your free throw is like really good, like you'd be like, damn, that's amazing. Like if I tell people like you're funny, like I feel like it's definitely the same.
Because you're one of the best comedians in the world.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of the best comedians in the game behind closed doors.
Right.
Behind some closed doors. Sometimes it's at a bar. Open door policy though here. What do you think your compliment is that you think people would like really enjoy? You make a good coffee.
You make a good coffee.
Yes, you make a good coffee. That would be a good one.
You make a good coffee, or you make a good French fry.
Yes. Or yeah. That's it. Those are the ones.
That's literally
coffee
it.
and French fries. Like, what better to be well known for in the game?
Exactly.
So, well, how are you?
Oh, I'm great. You know, Celtics made it to the finals.
Yes.
You know, you were upset with my reaction of some sort.
Yeah, it was like so anticlimactic or whatever that word is. There was no climate in it. Climactic?
Climax?
Yeah, there was no climax in there. Ew. There was no reaction. Like, they literally won the game by 3 points. Like, no one knew like what was gonna happen, whatever. And like, you're literally just sitting there like, woo, yep. I'm like, hello? Like, yeah, like,
Job's
let's
not
go.
finished. We got 4 more wins.
Let's go. I'm like, yes, let's go. You're literally saying that as if you're like in like the coach's room with them. The coach seemed happier than you did. Like, you're like, yep.
I was happy.
Yep. Nope.
I was happy.
Yeah, job's not done. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
4 more wins. But
like, you're not even happy.
The last time
one of your teams got this far was when?
The last time the Celtics made it.
And what happened?
They lost.
Right, so.
The time before that, last time they made it, they lost as well.
Oh, so you're just like, this is like par for the course?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm extremely excited. I am very happy. However, heartbreak can still happen. You know what I mean? So we're waiting there at the end of the aisle, waiting for them to bring the championship trophy, like waiting for the Larry O'Brien trophy to be given to us.
But you don't know if they're gonna have cold feet.
Yes,
right.
We don't know if they're gonna be
a runaway bride.
Yes, first Netflix show.
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name?
Which one?
The one that left the woman at the altar.
Clay?
Yeah.
Clay and Amber?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you to the moon?
Yeah.
That one?
I'm waiting there for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I'm gonna take you to the moon.
Right.
And
right, of course.
We don't know if they're gonna get cold feet or not.
Right. And I mean that's just the name of the game. And by the way, when I just said par for the course, it just like rewrote in my entire that's a golf term. It's par for the course. Like for the course, like that's how
par.
much
you made par.
That's how much you should get for the course. Like that makes sense. Like the math is mathing.
See?
It's par for the course.
See, sports do make sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, but if you know it's a sports reference, like I would never be like, oh, it's par for the course. I probably thought half the time it was park for the course.
Park for the course?
Like who even knows? You know, sometimes when you say those things like that don't like that you think that are a thing that aren't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like what are they called? Like how on Fruit of the Loom everyone thinks that there's a cornucopia and there's not.
What?
On Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom?
The logo, how people think that there's like a cornucopia in the logo, but there's not.
What's a cornucopia?
That like little basket, that like triangular basket. Yeah. It's not on the logo.
Why not?
How people think there is, but there's not.
I think there still is.
No, there's not. It's not. There's no cornucopia.
Where is the cornucopia?
I don't know. Like I don't know where it came from, but like it's like a thing.
It's just a fact. Like you're seeing a logo and it's saying Fruit of the Loom, so you think the basket's full of fruit.
Yeah, like it's something like that. I don't know what it's called. Like it's like something that's. Yes. Yep, that's
Your mind plays tricks on you.
Yes, exactly. That's what it is. But whatever
People
the term is.
People are slamming the steering wheel right now, yelling
at
us.
Yes.
You freaking idiots.
Yeah, but like I said, like
optical illusion.
We're just like a fun level of stupid.
Yeah, you said something earlier, like that's how you know we're stupid.
We can't bring it up on the pod.
What was it?
You know
I
what
want
it
to talk
is.
about it now.
No, you know what it is.
I want to talk about it now. We have to.
The ribbons outside.
Oh.
No, yeah, we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it, okay? So, anywho, we'll just leave that little mystery for us and the grave.
If you want to know, text us.
No, don't text us because we're not revealing that
It's a simple mistake. Everyone makes that mistake.
No, they don't. No, they don't, okay?
Oh, my God. We're going to go to hell.
No, yeah, we're going to go to hell. So that's why you can't repeat it, and it comes with us to the grave, okay? We're stupid, but we're fun stupid.
Yeah.
We're just quirky.
Yeah.
Speaking of quirky, the hairstyle that I chose last week for the podcast is never making an appearance again. I
thought you looked great.
No.
I honestly thought you looked great.
Ew, stop it. It makes me annoyed because you do this to me and it's like you see me through a different lens. You know what I mean? Like
you're just perfect.
thank you. Exactly. Like obviously. But like I was like literally looking at myself like on the clips. Like I was so disgusted. I was so disturbed. Like first of all, my hair looks so dark, and it's like really, that's like honestly the number one thing that upsets me the most. And then two, it's like I just look insane. Like I'm like it's awful. It's awful. So just letting everyone know, I will never be doing a slick back bun again on the number one sports drama podcast of all time.
The Double Dose.
The Double Dose. I will be doing that in the comfort of our home and never seeing the light of day again. And that's it.
Okay.
So how was your Memorial Day weekend? How was your MDW? Did you call it MDW growing up?
No. No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I mean, I'm sure I saw the abbreviation somewhere, but...
You never said MDW?
Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, really? I definitely did.
Really?
Yeah, like what are you doing for MDW?
Going down the shore, going to DJ's.
Going DTS. Going down the shore.
Oh, see? You guys down here just speak in abbreviations.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, everything just goes so fast.
Everything just so fast. Time's flying. World's flying by. You know what I mean?
No, it was great. We had a great weekend, actually.
We did.
Our first weekend together since like 1947. Mm-hmm. But we didn't kill each other, so we made it through.
Yeah, I'm like so surprised.
It was great.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Our plans on the actual Memorial Day weekend itself, Monday, got ruined because of the rain.
Right, but you know it was fine.
Yeah, adversity.
Yeah.
We went to Smorgasbord on Saturday. My idea, obviously.
Obviously, such a good idea. So good. We got Apollo Bagels this weekend.
Oh, Apollo Bagels.
So good. We got John's on Bleecker this weekend.
Wow.
So good. We got Dan and John's this weekend. We got Hamburger America this weekend. We got Bad Roman this weekend.
Damn.
We literally ate through the weekend. Like, as I'm saying that, like, I'm a little disturbed.
Yeah, shout out Alex and Sam and Leo for coming to the city and visiting.
Yes.
Spend some time with them.
Baby Leo.
Baby Leo.
So exciting. Big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy. He's a big boy.
I love Leo.
The man loves to eat. And like honestly, like there's nothing I relate to more. Like for real. Like when they took out the mat that sits in front of him.
Yeah.
And he just all hell broke loose. He was so excited. Like, first of all, bringing that to the restaurant, genius. Like, parent hack. Bringing those pads so, like, you don't get the food all over the table. And then he sees that, and he's like, oh, he starts freaking out, like, oh, my God. Like, it's time to eat. Like, let's freaking go.
He was actually getting a little tired because we did get dinner late.
Yeah.
And he was getting a little tired, a little fussy. But then as soon as that mat came out, he pulled it together and he was focused on whatever was going to be put in front of him.
He ate every single piece of buttered noodle. Like, every single one. That man can eat. I love it. And I love him.
Runs in the family.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
eat.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I taught him his ways.
Yeah, for sure.
I love him. I just want to squeeze him.
But there's other things that... Obviously, he's like literally the cutest little donut ever. He's so freaking delicious. But other than Leo and the Celtics, there was also the F1 this weekend. There was a lot of things going on. So are you ready to kick it off? Are you ready to get into it? Get into our topics, into our stories?
Let's get into the topics.
Let's do it.
We already mentioned it, but the Boston Celtics won the Eastern Conference. They swept the Indiana Pacers in 4 games.
Yeah.
And they are headed to the NBA Finals. The other series is still going on. It's looking like they will be facing Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and the Dallas Mavericks in the finals. But that because they're up 3-0 as well. They will be playing tonight, if not playing right now already, against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So we shall see. Highly anticipated. I'm not going to give my opinion on the Dallas Mavericks yet because I feel like we're going to be able to cover that next week if and when they do close out the Timberwolves.
Got it.
However, the Timberwolves could make history. I've seen teams come back from 3-0 before. I've seen teams come back 3-0 against my very own Boston teams, okay? I've seen the Red Sox come back 3-0 against the Yankees before, okay? So things have happened.
Okay.
So we don't want to jump to conclusions, but I am very excited. It's going to be the final start, I believe, on June 6th next week.
So the other team that will be playing the Celtics are still playing tonight?
Yes.
And so tonight's a decision of like if they're going to keep playing or not.
Yeah, Dallas is up 3-0. So if they win one more game in the series, they will move on to play the Celtics. If somehow the Timberwolves pull it together and they end up winning 4 straight games, they will be facing the Celtics. But they have to win 4 straight now.
Oh, okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
However, like in the midst of all this, the disrespectful banter and dialogue in national media for the Celtics is continuing. More specifically through anonymous sources from Stephen A. Smith, reportedly. Stephen A. Smith went on his show, First Take, and shared a text message from an NBA source who made a case for why Jaylen Brown isn't marketable as other players of his caliber. The source argued that the 27-year-old is not liked because of his, quote, "I am better than you" attitude, and that's why he isn't as marketable as he should be.
Wait, so why'd you do the quotes of source?
Because Jaylen Brown responded to the post like this on Twitter, like a video of it.
Okay.
And he posted like he
like,
said share your source at Stephen A. Smith. And
yeah, I'm confused. Like, why wouldn't Stephen A. Smith share his source of like him saying that?
Well, Stephen A. Smith responded as Stephen A. Smith does.
Oh no.
He said, first off, that's not happening. It's journalism, not revealing sources. Secondly, if you continue to watch this segment, I completely disagreed with them, and so did Kendrick Perkins. The point we were actually discussing is how underappreciated you are, and why that may be, which is why I read the quote. I even brought up how socially conscious you are, and how that may not be liked. Jesus, I can't read.
It's okay.
Knowing you're a good brother. Also, that you're a $300 million man, you deserve it. But that doesn't mean naysayers don't get heard. That comes with the territory.
I see what he's saying, but it's like funny to me that Stephen A. Smith is is trying to like retrace it, like just being like, listen, like I don't have a problem with you. You know what I mean? Like don't say, I don't want to say it's me, but it's true. Even these superstars, multi-trillion billionaires, all they focus on is the negativity.
Yeah, that's why I tell you to stay out of the comments.
Yeah, I mean, but some of our comments are nice sometimes.
Yeah, of course they are nice, but
you know?
To me, the juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Yeah, and
you can have 1,000 good ones, and then you have one bad one, and I'll be thinking about the bad one.
Right, I know, it's like crazy.
It's just human
nature. It's human nature, but we have to rewire our brains because we're just all positivity.
Right.
And whatever the O word is, optimistic. Yeah, optimistic. Jeez. And
words are hard.
But I mean, $300 million is a little crazy to say you're worth $300 million. But for that, but I do like agree that I think Jaylen Brown definitely like has stepped up to the plate in the playoffs. Like I think he's been doing a great job, and I'm very happy for him. Like I'm like, because this is like when I'm like, I was watching it last year, the NBA stuff, and this year too, and I'm like, I don't understand like why they pay him so much. Like why is he so hyped up? And then like he did ball out during the playoffs, so it makes sense to me now.
Yes, he's performing way better than he did last year in the playoffs, or even previous years. He's taken a step in the right direction. I think he's great. I think he deserves the money. Like not a question in the world. I still think that he's probably like, he's a freak athlete, but sometimes he's too athletic for his own good, and he just like gets sloppy out there.
Right.
I think he's the sloppiest NBA superstar of all time.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But he's still a superstar. Like I would prefer him on my team than every other superstar in the league. Like
you would prefer him over Jason Tatum?
I mean, him and Tatum. I want them both.
Well, pick.
I want them both. I got them both. I want them both.
Pick. You can only have one.
But no one's perfect.
You can only have one.
No.
One captain. One you're making captain.
No, I want them both.
One you're making captain.
Why? Where I thought we were on positivity and optimism. Why are we trying to divide the team?
Well, I'm just saying.
We're Team Celtics. We're not dividing the team.
I'm just saying, who do you like better? Like all of a sudden, like, oh my God,
we're not dividing the locker room.
I just feel like you talk a lot over there, and about Jaylen.
I already said something bad about him when I don't want to say anything. It came out poor, but I don't want to say anything bad about him. He's a great player. I want him on my team, and I want him and Tatum together. If I can't have them both, I don't want either one of them. And I'm not even going there because we're not splitting up the locker room. We're about to go to the NBA Finals. We're not splitting up the locker room, okay? Sometimes he just gets a little bit sloppy out there. I mean, and I get it. But last year he was sloppier. He couldn't even use his left hand last year.
Oh, and this year.
Now he's
ambidextrous.
That's it. He hit a big 3 to win a game. Tie a game, game 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's got it.
Yeah.
Derek White hit the big 3 last night.
Yes.
To clinch the victory. Like the one thing I honestly, in all seriousness, the one thing I really like about the Celtics team, even though they're far superior to the Indiana Pacers. And every game was too close for comfort, is the fact that, especially games 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And in game 2, obviously, he hit that big 3 to tie. They showed a lot of resilience.
Yeah, I mean, it was unbelievable. They've overcome a lot. Like, I was just like, why do you keep putting yourself in these positions where you feel like you have to overcome them? Like, you could have, like, I just felt like the way that they were playing out there, like, you could have gotten all of the baskets, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to be so close, you know?
Yeah, but the thing we need to understand as fans that sit at home and can barely make a free throw is...
speak for yourself.
I am.
Oh.
Is the fact that...
Well, you said fans, plural, and so that therefore included me in the free throw comment. I'm just saying.
Okay, sorry.
Free throw queen over here.
Okay.
Last time I threw a free throw was in 8th grade.
We probably went in, right?
Doubtful. Sorry. Just making a point.
Is the fact that the other team made it to like this far as well. Like the other team's a good team.
Right.
Right. They're professionals. They made it this far.
Right.
They won the in-season tournament.
Right. That's something that I like about the like at least like the way that they were handling it. I feel like when during like the Super Bowl or whatever wins or whatever. They, like, don't give as much respect to, like, the other team. Like, they were saying, like, yeah, they're a great team. Like, they did well. I feel like in a lot of other sports, they don't do that.
Oh, I feel like they do that in every sport.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I definitely don't. Like, when I heard that, I was like, oh, my God, they're so nice.
Assholes.
Okay, well, calm down. The
Chiefs
Chiefs are the modern-day Patriots.
Not even close. Patriots have 6.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, modern day.
No.
Yeah.
Not even close. Not even the conversation.
I will say, though, that there is one bone that I have to pick with the Celtics, and that they made their MVP, Jaylen Brown. And of the game, it should have been Peyton Pritchard. Because the man got he literally had a Nike mark on his face still at the end of the game. Like, poor brother couldn't even see out of his right eye. It was literally, his eye was like literally bloodshot. Like his like lip is busted. His entire face had literally a shoe, a line of the rim of the shoe on his fucking face, and yet they didn't call a foul. He was not the MVP. He did not get any mention on the mic. I'm like, this man's face is literally concaved.
He did get a foul. So anyone who didn't watch the game,
not the one that I wanted him to get.
The flagrant foul was not called.
He should have gotten a fucking flagrant foul. That man's foot was all the way up in Jabrinsky. I was like, how is that even happening?
Yes. So he beat his defender,
and the fact that man's foot was up 6 feet and 3 inches or whatever, up in the fucking air,
just behind him,
so beyond insane to me.
Well, that's why I think it should have been a flagrant foul, because there's no way your leg just ends up 6 feet in the air.
But that's so crazy. But I don't think that this man truly was jumping to kick him in the fucking face, because I don't think he's Jackie Chan. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's trying out for karate out there.
You don't think he's a karate black belt?
But like once he was up in the air, I think that he literally looked back and saw he was there, so he flicked his foot. Obviously. Like, I mean, I think there was enough time there, you know what I mean? Enough air time, because you're 6 feet in the air.
Right.
The fact that I can't even jump 6 inches off the ground is so scary to me, that these men can jump that high. That's so high.
Yeah, they're freaks.
I just don't understand how they can jump so high.
They're freaks. There's a so one of the like announcers on local TV for the Celtics, his name's Brian Scalabrine. He used to play for the Celtics. He's a white dude. He got challenged by like some dude on Twitter saying like, or he challenged some dude on Twitter that said that he sucked at basketball.
Okay.
And Brian Scalabrine was like, dude, I made it. Like, I'm an NBA player. Like, I played in the NBA. I won a championship. Like, I'm better than like anyone you ever seen play ever play basketball against in your life. And the guy like was like, okay, like I'll meet you at the court. And Brian Scalabrine showed up and just like worked him 21-0. Because like these dudes, like even if they don't look athletic, they're professional they're freaks.
Right.
Like they're the 1% of the 1% that made it. Like,
right.
Like they look unathletic compared to like LeBron James and Jaylen Brown.
Right.
But like
they're so like they
freaks.
still made it. Right.
They're freaks.
No, I literally was like, this is like insane. And like poor Peyton Pritchard, like with that fucking face. I was just like, I wanted to give the boy some ice. Like, can we get some ice on his fucking face over here?
He could have borrowed his fiance's ring, put it on there.
Wow, love that. Some ring concierge. I love it. I love it. But that's the one thing
How
I'll
you feeling
say.
about the Celtics? How are you feeling about the team? How you feeling?
I'm excited. Like I'm excited to watch the finals.
What do you think they need to improve? What do you think they're doing well?
I think that
Kristaps Porzingis is coming back.
I think that they were doing. I'm trying to think of like last night. Honestly, like I feel like all of the couple games were like a little bit of a blur, so I don't really know how to. I feel like they were just like they need to keep it together a little bit under pressure, is what I would say. Like they get very sloppy. Like they just don't know how to handle the pressure, and then it's like with that they like don't get the rebounds. You know what I mean? Like if they're so sloppy, like if they don't hit a shot, they don't hit a shot, like no one's sometimes there to grab it. Like the other team is just always under the basket,
right?
You know. And excuse me, like I literally burped before and like didn't say a damn thing. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, people probably think it's me.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I agree with you. I think towards the end of the game, the offensive rebounding stepped up, but I think that's like we were mentioning at the beginning of this conversation. I think the sloppiness needs to be cleaned up. Like you're gonna be facing probably Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. Like they're a step above in competition, right? So those are things that you can clean up, that you should clean up. One really cool thing that you pointed out that I thought was very evident during the trophy ceremony was how all the players really showed that they loved Joe Mazzulla, the head coach.
Yes, I said that too. I said that he's such a cutie.
Yes.
And then you told me he's 35. Like, that's literally crazy.
The youngest coach since 1969 to make it to the NBA Finals.
He just seems like such a, like, he reminds me of you a little, to be honest. Like,
New England guy. Good guy. Local guy.
He just, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I think it's his eyes. Like, I think, like, it's, like, something in his eyes. Like, he has, like, that same, like, puppy energy that you have. You know? Like, that little puppy energy that
He's
you
a
have.
Bishop Hendricken graduate.
I don't know who that is.
Brian Brannigan went to Bishop Hendricken. Shout out Brannigan.
So he's from Rhode Island?
Hmm?
Okay. So.
Good guy, local guy.
Okay, so he's local. So he loves it. Celtics was his favorite team, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So, like, I mean, he's literally living the dream.
Yep, and he got the job by accident just because Ime Udoka couldn't keep it in his pants.
Yeah, but that's always why you have to show up for the job, like, no matter what. You know what I mean? Dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
Right.
So, do with the opportunity what you may, and other euphemisms or whatever the fuck those things are. Okay. Metaphors.
Yeah, you were clicking on all cylinders
I'm
there.
speaking in tongues.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Go Celtics.
Yeah, go Celtics. I'm excited.
We'll see you next week, fellas.
See you next week, fellas. See ya. Well, Celtics, see ya next week.
Hopefully Porzingis is back and will be full strength.
Yeah.
For the finals.
Perfect.
It'll be the first championship. They're playing for the first championship in Boston. Since the Patriots beat the Rams in the last Super Bowl win.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they're thinking about, right?
Probably.
The Patriots.
Probably the last, Boston sports. When was the last time this city won a championship?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I think that they're just excited for the Celtics. I don't think that the Celtics are thinking about the Patriots at all.
I'm sure it's crossed their mind.
I don't think so.
Speaking of basketball and all that stuff, we've been watching it. We've been loving it, right? One of the best pre-game shows / post-game shows / halftime shows inside the NBA on TNT with Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Ernie Johnson. They might be done.
Yeah, you said that. Like, I didn't know that they were such a thing. Like, I mean, like, I like watching them when they're on, but...
Yeah, they're a thing. They're, like, big part of, like, the NBA scene, really, like, in absorbing the NBA, because a lot of the national games throughout the season, and especially in the playoffs, are on TNT, and they're that TNT crew. However, the NBA is negotiating new broadcasting rights for next year and onward, and they're the network left out. And Charles Barkley went on a podcast, Dan Patrick Show, and he says that the network executives are, quote, screwing it up, and that the morale around there sucks.
Morale around
TNT Studios.
So morale around like having them stay on type of thing, like
just in general, like the morale around the TNT Studios have sucked, and that it's executives' fault that they're the network left out. Like they should have made a better effort to make a bid for. Wow.
Okay, so then like, do you think that another network would sign all of them?
That's a conversation. Can that even happen? They're all under contract with TNT. Well, Charles Barkley. He said that in the same podcast, he said that he has a clause in his contract where if they lose NBA rights, that he can jump over to another.
Oh, okay.
But they all work well together. It's like a perfect mesh of like people. He also has his own production company. Charles Barkley does.
Yeah.
So he said that.
Hear me out. No, keep going.
Oh, he said that there's a possibility that where they all leave, enjoy his production company, and then join another network.
Okay.
But he isn't aware of like the other dude's contract like rights, if they have to stay with TNT or what. But it's been on, like they've been together for 14 years. They've won 12 Emmys.
That's so crazy. Like, I cannot believe that. Like because they're just so good together.
Yeah, they just mesh very well.
What do you like about them?
I like the fact that like they're not so serious. Like
yeah.
They joke around. Like Shaq and Charles Barkley just go back and forth. Half the time, what they're saying doesn't make sense. They do little things like Kenny the Jet Smith, like running back to the board is always a thing. Right. Sometimes like Shaq tries to beat him there, and like that's ended up in like hilarious clips. I think they're just funny. They just get it. It's not too serious.
Right.
It's more of like a podcast feel on national TV.
Interesting. Okay. What about this?
Okay.
They do their own show. I guess it would make sense because you said Charles Barkley has his own production company. But maybe Charles Barkley produces it under the umbrella of Pat McAfee.
So Pat McAfee kind of spoke on it and was like...
No way.
He did. Yeah. He spoke on it basically.
No way. Am I a genius?
You're a genius.
No, like, I'm literally a genius.
But he said, Pat McAfee said, like, that's why...
Wait, are you serious? He really spoke on it?
Yeah. He said that's exactly why...
get me on the books.
He chose the model, like, so that's why he left Barstool and wanted to go forward with, like, the model which he went forward with like, his show and, like, owning the IP.
Right.
But licensing the show out to other networks like ESPN.
Right.
Like Pat McAfee still owns the show. No one can tell him what to do with it. He licensed it to ESPN. And he's saying that like he explained like that's why he chose that model, and like how if those dudes can somehow put that model together, even if it's through his like Charles Barkley's production company, like
right.
Like they've struck gold.
Wow. Am I?
You're a genius. You're understanding the sport media landscape.
No, like I'm just understanding media landscape, I think. Like sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit ahead on some things sometimes.
Right.
But on the things that I am right on the some things sometimes, and they're right, oh, watch out, okay?
Yeah.
Watch out. But I think that they should. Like, why the fuck not, you know? If they're a good little team, might as well.
Exactly.
And someone else that's on a good little team, we're going to skirt over to F1, right?
F1. I'm a Ferrari guy.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I've bbeen watching Drive to Survive for years now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been following it.
Yeah.
I'm getting more and more into it every year. My boy Charles Leclerc.
Is it not Charles?
He said, so I read an article before we started recording saying that he actually, when he's speaking to like, especially Americans, but like English speaking people,
Okay.
he will say Charles Leclerc.
Okay.
He'll take the the English pronunciation.
Okay.
But it's technically supposed to be like Charles Leclerc. Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
Okay, like I literally can't. It's like all the same letters. Like it's what I was at. Charles Leclerc.
But he won the Monaco Grand Prix, the first Monaco-born racer ever to win their home race.
Amazing.
He's tremendous. I just love him. I'm obsessed. He's a G.
Yeah, I mean, from seeing the videos, I'm like, this man is a J. He's amazing.
He is.
And I mean, his girlfriend is even G-er. Like, I'm like, this is unbelievable. Like, it's not fair that people can really have it all.
If you Google him today, which I did to prepare for the podcast,
yes,
the first 3 articles are who is Charles Leclerc's girlfriend.
Yeah, her name is Alexandra Saint Malou. I can't even say her last name. Mleux. When there's an X in the name and it's foreign, like, you know, it's pronounced different. Especially with like Leclerc or Leclerc, whatever. Leclerc, at the Leclerc.
Yeah.
It's just hard. It's just hard to do. I'm like, I don't understand like where you're supposed to put the accent, you know. So
yeah, I'm right here with you.
I rock with it. But no, she is like, she's one of those girls that like you can't even. It just makes you like, you're like, damn, like you're annoyed. You're just like immediately annoyed because you're like, how? You know, like, how does it happen? Like, she is beyond perfect. She's like I think she's like 21. She's an Instagram like influencer, but like, she's like like all she posts is like art. She's like an art girl, but like she doesn't draw. Like she goes to museums. I think. I think this is literally off of like a very brief investigation.
Okay.
Like very brief, but like she just
Title reader.
She shows up, and honestly, this is what I realized. Fuck all the other girl aesthetics, clean girl aesthetic, whatever the fuck. It's F1 girly aesthetic because these girls
Classy.
show up. They show out and they show up. Like, they look fucking, it's like 10s across the board, no matter who it is. Like, it doesn't even matter. I'm like, oh my God, like, this is the new aesthetic, and this is the new aesthetic for me. And this is like, literally, I'm like, I'm going to be looking to these girlies for all of my outfit ideas, for all of my inspiration, because I'm like, the confidence, first of all, that's also what it is that I just feel like sometimes, like, the girlies that think that they're girlying and they're not girlying, like, they don't have confidence.
Same thing with the dudes that aren't dudesing.
Right, yeah, exactly. But it's like these F1 girlies are literally like, they are showing up like shoulders back and like tossing hair. I'm like, you look amazing. Like, for real. Like, and like the literal video of Alexandra Saint Malou, or Malou, whatever, she's literally crying. It's like a perfect tear that runs down her cheek when she's like looking up at Charles Leclerc,
holding on
Charlie.
to her Birkin bag.
Oh my God. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, even her tears look pretty. It's like not even fair. But yeah, no, she killed it, knocked it out of the park. Her style, unbelievable. I mean, all of the girlies were. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, that's where I feel like I'm literally going to be looking to for style inspiration. Like, style inspo, check.
We need to start watching Drive to Survive with me, and you'll start seeing more of them.
Yeah, like, I like literally need to. Like, this one girl, it's so funny because I was like, I'm literally looking up stuff, and like, they're like breaking down like all of their outfits, like where they got some stuff. First of all, she got some stuff at Zara. Thank you. Like, thank you for literally realizing the budget that I'm in. But also, like, there was like other girlies that they were posting, and they're posting this one girl. But I'm like, but what about her friend next to her? Like, even the friend next to her looks good. Everybody looks good. Everybody looks hot. I'm like, what's going on? I think I like literally. Can you join F1? Like, how do we make this work?
No, I'm too tall.
That's what it is.
I'm too tall.
F1 Grand Prix 5'8", sexy.
You want to explain that?
What?
We just explained.
Oh, because the one girl on TikTok said
trend.
that it was a trend on TikTok saying,
I want a man in finance.
I want a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", where blue eyes, 6'5", blue eyes, trust fund, finance, whatever. And so a girl like put up another one. It was like, fuck a guy in finance, like 6'5", blue eyes, trust fund, whatever. And when a guy in F1 Grand Prix 5'8", sexy, unbelievable. I'm like, it's like literally stuck in my head. We're doing laundry. We're like, 5'8", sexy.
I was literally,
So
I was
good.
like, she showed it to me. I was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. I'm getting the stuff out of the dryer. I'm like, 5'8".
No, literally, it's so dumb. Like F1 Grand Prix, it's so good. It's better than the finance one.
Yeah, way
Finance 6-5 Trust Fund, Blue Eyes,
Well,
whatever.
but like Monaco is the place to break. Like Monaco is like the ultimate F1 scene. Like
And
all the
even
yachts
Paris
there.
Hilton says that's her favorite sporting event. She said that like one time on a random show once, and like I remember that forever. I'm like, that's her favorite event. Check. Sign me up. Why wouldn't that be?
Right. You know, 1 in every 3 people in Monaco are millionaires.
You're like, that's amazing. But there's only 3 billionaires there, or something like that.
There's only 36,000 people total there.
That's amazing.
It's a full country.
That's amazing.
Um,
Smaller than my hometown.
wow.
Mm-hmm. Smaller than Wayne, New Jersey.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Huh. I was gonna say something else about the Grand Prix, but it escaped me.
But the Grand Prix looks like something out of a James Bond movie.
Yes, exactly. That's the aesthetic.
Yeah, I'm like, amazing.
Right.
Literally sign me up.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole scene, like the yachts, like all that stuff.
Crazy. I literally saw one TikTok of a guy who was like getting in my helicopter to go to the yacht to watch the Grand Prix. Right? That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And literally he's like in the helicopter. What did I say? Going in the helicopter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I say helicopter? Did I say elevator?
You said helicopter.
The elevators are down in the other building, so that's what I'm thinking of. But I'm literally watching him go from his helicopter literally right over to the yacht. I'm like, this is disgusting. It's amazing.
It's all a dick measuring contest. All these rich people with the rich
so
with the
sick.
yachts. And like Jack Mack from Barstool posted like a whole thing about it, like how expensive these yachts were and which ones were the most expensive ones. And he goes like, but like one of these dudes, like having an expensive yacht and having it at the Grand Prix wasn't enough. He had to put his like $5 million Bugatti at the back of it. Just so everyone knows that he had a Bugatti.
No, like that's so funny. Like showing off. Like, what are you gonna put on it? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, what are you gonna put on the yacht that you have?
Right, exactly.
The yachts are like legit cruise ships. So
Yes.
it's like, oh, perfect.
The one thing, like just from like a sport like racing level, that I find interesting about the Monaco Grand Prix that I've began putting I'm just putting the puzzle piece together with F1. I'm very new to the scene, but one thing I've learned about there is that the race is important. Obviously, it's the race, but the more important part of it is the qualifying because the streets are so narrow, the track is so narrow that there's not much opportunity to pass your opponents. So it's like if you it's all about where you qualify in. And like so for example, the very beginning of the race, it's the number one opportunity to like gain positions. And so there was a 4-car pile up at the beginning of the race because like the people were driving really aggressively. But another cool little bit to it is that, like, considering the fact that qualifying is so important, last year Charles also qualified first, but he didn't start the race off as first because there was like something wrong with his car that he received a penalty and like dropped down a few positions. So he just had to face a little bit of adversity, had to wait a year to get his opportunity, but it makes it even that much sweeter and that much cooler that he was able to pull it off.
I like the more I hear about this Charles, I don't know if I can call him Charles, but Charles.
Yeah, just say it American.
Yeah, Charles.
Yeah.
Charles CL. The more I hear about him, like the more I like what everyone was saying, like he's born and raised in Monaco, or right,
yeah.
And so he won for the first time. His dad was sick, right, and like before his dad passed, right, he told his dad you can say it. Sorry, I shouldn't.
Yeah. No, so he told the story on Jay Shetty podcast, which he was on last week, and I listened to it, and he was saying that his dad was very sick. His dad was also a racer. He made it to F3 level, but he was his biggest supporter. He's the one that brought him to all the races. He was very close to his dad. His dad got sick when he was when Charles was in F2, so the level below F1, and he told his dad 2 days. He saw his dad was deteriorating and knew he was going to pass away in the coming days, and so he lied to him and told him that he signed his F1 contract because he knew it was going to happen soon.
Right.
He ended up signing it less than a month later. Like he was in talks, but he told his dad it was a done deal. That way he could share that moment with his dad, which was amazing. And like honestly, I don't know how he wasn't crying on the podcast telling the story. Like it was wild. I was like crying listening to it.
Right. So special.
Yeah, exactly. But just
shows the type of guy he is too.
Exactly.
Like,
having the like in that being in that position in your life and just like having like the mental awareness to like think like, okay, like what's one thing I'm gonna miss? Okay, like I would love my dad to like understand that I'm gonna make it to F1 and like sharing that with him. But he was all on the podcast, like also like freaking thank God, like it happened so soon after.
Right,
it's like my mom like yelled at me like the next day. He was like,
right.
Like my mom was so mad at me for lying to him like in his like dying days and like, but like thank God. He's like, I wouldn't have traded, like I still like I would do it again just because like I knew it was gonna happen. It did happen, and like I got to share that with him. So like he passed knowing that I made it,
which is unbelievable. And I read like another quote from him like talking about him winning, and he was like, for the last like little stretch, he said he couldn't even see because he knew his dad was with him and stuff, and he was just sobbing like, oh my God, I did it, like I can't even see, like but he like made it through and was just like crying, and like that is so sick. Like you're just you're in there with your thoughts, you know what I mean? Like he's probably like, let's fucking go.
Right, like he's realizing all his dreams and everything, and he's in the car alone, and he said that he was crying so much that his visor was fogging up and he couldn't see at all.
Right. So sick.
Crazy.
Love it. Congratulations, Charles Leclerc.
Big fans.
Big fans. Huge. Are you ready to get into our double D's threes this week?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I am.
You start us off. Kick off the double D's trees.
I feel like I've been going first a lot. People probably think I'm not a gentleman.
Oh, yeah. That's what they think. That's exactly what they think.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go for real?
Oh, I can go first.
Yeah, ladies first. I'll be a gentleman this week.
Ladies first. My double D's threes this week is why the warmer weather is better than the colder weather.
Ooh.
Because I'm just done having this conversation with everybody.
Yes.
I'm done having the conversation with everybody on the crazy stance that I have that being warmer is better than being cold. It's better to be hot than to be cold.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Like there is
Unless you're laying in bed.
It's better to be hot than to be cold in general. Like overall, it's just better to be hot than to be cold. And I'm just sick and tired of everybody saying the other way around. So I'm going to break down some of these facts. Honestly, it's not even double D's threes. I could go on double D's 3 squared for this one.
Wow, that's 9.
I'm not even going to 9 it, but I could.
Me too. I could do that to mine too.
In the warm, you can wear like things that show off your body more. You know, if you're feeling confident like these F1 girlies, show off the shoulders. Show me some leg. You know, it's warm. Like you can wear a mini skirt. You can wear pants.
Yes.
You can pants with a tank.
Yes.
You can wear a mini skirt and long sleeves. Like you could do all these different things when it's warmer weather. Like warmer weather, you can wear more things, truthfully. And from this warmer weather, I have to say like one thing, just a shout out. You shave, right? But it's not like when you're freezing cold, your hair grows back like right away from the goosebumps or whatever. Like you literally don't have to like you could shave like, but not as much. Like everything's just like sleeker. Like it's not like you don't even have to worry. more glow. Everyone's tan. Everyone's happy. Like everyone's just like a more lively color. Like no one's like looks pale and fucking veiny and gross. Like everyone has a nice glow about them. They're sun-kissed. Like you're warm, you're happy, you got a little shimmer, a little shine. It's like nature's natural glow, a tan. Next, cold weather hurts. Heat makes you feel uncomfortable.
Ooh.
Okay? When you're cold, think about, you're so tense. Oh my God, it hurts. Like you're all scrunched up. Oh my God, I'm so cold. I need to warm up. It takes so long to warm up. No. When you're hot, you just feel uncomfortable. Let me get in a cold shower, ice cold, 1 second. You're fucking cold again. You know what I mean? Like 1 freaking second away, okay? And honestly, I feel like it just overall, like, when you ask, like, a person, like, when it's the winter time, you're always like, oh my God, I wish it was summer. Like, I'll never think about those warm days of summer and wish them away. Yes. Like, you're never in summer, like, oh my God, I wish it was a snowstorm.
Right.
Awful. And also, like, to that, no traffic. There's more traffic, obviously, if you're going to the beach or whatever, but there's no traffic because of colder weather implementations. Like, there's no snow that's happening with the heat. You know what I mean? The only thing with the heat is, like, thunder. Heat lightning or whatever it is.
Thunder.
Isn't it heat lightning? Heat lightning. Heat lightning?
Yep.
That's the only thing. Like, that's it.
Right.
And so that's it. In case closed, that putting the stamp here, case is closed. Close ain't forever. Warm weather. Over. Greater than. Never equal to. Never less than. Cold weather.
Go off, Queen.
Thank you, King. Thanks, King. What are your double D's threes?
My double D's threes are the three weirdos we encountered at the gym this morning, okay? Yeah, we go to the gym, we work out from time to time, and sometimes we don't.
You can't tell? You
Sometimes
can't tell? Hold on. You can't tell? Sorry, I'm not even flexing.
And we go to the Y on 14th Street, okay? And
Why, may you ask?
because it's a knockoff YMCA, it's the cheapest place we could find, and there are some characters in there.
Yeah. Maybe it's called the Y for why do we still go there?
Yeah.
Why are we there? Why are you there?
Yes.
Why are these people there?
Exactly.
Anywho, I'll let you have the
Character number 3 on the list. First, I'm gonna address here is
I feel like we've honestly almost done this before with Stomp the Yard.
I'm sure we've mentioned her.
This is just today. This is the
just
characters
today.
of today.
Yeah, this isn't
Just today.
Okay. Number 3, the check-in lady. Okay. I won't mention her by name because I don't want to blow up her spot because she's probably listening. If she is, hello, how you doing? You scare me. This woman, Miss Rachel, says, "Oh, she's so nice. Oh, she know." And I started going to the gym first, and I was like, "No, this lady's mean. I don't like her. She throws me off. I don't even say, good morning. Keep it moving. How you doing? Don't even make eye contact." Well, Friday, this lady freaking traps us and talks to us for 20 minutes about how she's going on vacation with her sisters. Her sisters are Louis Vuitton gold level customers, so they get the prime treatment everywhere they go. It doesn't even make sense. She's talking about how they're gonna go to a hotel. She's talking about Louis Vuitton. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, she talks about her sisters forever. Okay. Today she traps us again, and she's talking about her family and everything. No sisters. No sisters. She said she has brothers today.
She said
3 days ago
she's the only girl in the family. She said that today.
Yeah. Am I going crazy, or did she not say the other day that she had sisters?
She did, but then
She said that one of her sisters retired as the warden at a prison. Yeah, my sister's got money, bro. She fucking retired as the warden.
Today, when she said that she was the only girl in the family,
I checked out.
You said no. You said, "Don't you have 2 sisters?" And
she just ignored it.
She didn't say anything. She didn't say a thing. Oh my god, that was funny.
Oh, I called her out. Yeah, I was like, last week you said you had 2 sisters.
That was so funny. Oh my god, I was crying. I was literally like, wait, what?
And that's weirdo number 3.
Yeah. It's only...
Weirdo number 2 is this guy in a full-on 3-piece tuxedo, okay, on the stationary bike. He had the jacket hanging, and he had his vest, his gray vest with his maroon button-up, and his matching gray pants. God bless him. He was older, but and he was bicycling.
No, literally, I'm like, you can literally work out in anything but that.
There's a locker room, brother.
He came out of the locker room in that. Like, all you need to do is literally just bring a little pair of shorts. He doesn't even need to wear a shirt if he doesn't want.
The wildest thing is that this one, she doesn't go in the locker anymore. She makes me hold on to her stuff and bring it back up.
Because the last time I saw a lady touching herself in the sauna, and I don't want to go in there anymore.
Why do we go there? But while this one was putting her shoes back on as we were trying to escape these wackadoos, this man gets off the bicycle, goes to get a wipey thing, wipes down the bike, and gets back on to go some more like he's David Goggins or something.
Yeah, he just decided. I didn't have enough today.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Weirdo number 1 was a guy on a stationary bike on the other side My other side, I'm talking about this thing's a big gym. It's literally the size of this.
It's like 15 feet away.
Yeah, 15 feet away. Just like on the other side of the room. This man has he looks like he's getting ready for the Tour de France, okay? We have this guy with a full on, those tight biker suits? He's rocking that with a helmet on a stationary bike. And he's dead serious. It's like not a bit. He's dead serious. We can't go there anymore. Take me to Equinox. I'll pay the money. Take my money.
You literally...
What did I say about this one?
You pulled me to the side. You said, this man legit has a helmet on.
Where are you going? The bike's not going anywhere.
And he's in his full bike gear. Full gear. Oh my god.
Helmet on.
No helmet on. That was, oh my god.
Funniest thing is when he saw one of his friends, he hopped off the bike and was having a full-fledged conversation with the helmet still on. Honorable mention to the guy. He wasn't there today, but I have to mention it because I've told everyone the story. There's this other dude that goes there. And he refuses to use a towel after the shower. Probably at least once or twice a week. I go in the locker room and this man just has a full-fledged freaking hair blow dryer and just blow drying his nuts. Nuts out. This guy gets every crevice with a blow dryer.
That was a genius. Not in a public forum.
Not in a public forum.
Oh my god. I needed that laugh. That was really funny. But it's like, honestly, it's like you laugh.
You can't make it up.
Because it's legit true. Like, this all happened this morning. Like, we saw these 3 fuckos this morning to go along with the nurse practitioner that we saw who went on a city bike, parked the city bike, walked down to the next city bike rack, picked up the city bike, and kept going.
We don't know if it was a nurse practitioner. This guy could have just been a cleaning guy, but...
Yeah, well, he was in scrubs.
He was in scrubs.
I thought...
No, even the cleaning people have to wear scrubs.
Oh, okay, yeah. So some gentleman in scrubs.
Doesn't matter. Some gentleman in scrubs.
Some lunatic. He could have broke out from a freaking insane asylum. Oh my god. From where
he's in a rush.
Honestly, my under eyes hurt so bad from wiping them from the tears of the laughter. Sincerely, my abs are hurting right now.
Hopefully the audience has the same reaction.
No, God, I needed that. Boy, did I need that.
Boy.
So, all right, 5'8". Let's.
It's time.
It's honestly might have been the greatest double these threes that you've done.
Thank you.
To go along with give me what the fuck you have an eyelash somehow on your lip.
Make a wish.
How? Make a wish. Honestly, my under eyes are burning. Perfect. Great wish. Don't tell me.
It's time!
It's time to get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week.
I think it's a good opportunity for me to address what a sick puppy and interesting cat are, considering the fact that I was going down the list of the people on the golf trip last week, calling them sick puppy and interesting cats, and they went in the group chat and were like, what are you calling us?
Wow. Let's go through it.
So in case of them, they're still listening.
Yes.
Or anyone else new is listening, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button on Spotify, podcast app, anywhere you listen to the podcast, YouTube.
Follow us.
And subscribe.
And also, don't forget to check out our merch at the doubledosepodcast.com, double-D-O-U-B-L-E, dose, D-O-S, podcast, P-O-D-C-A-S-T.com, doubledosepodcast.com, where you can get this incredible Drama of Sports Club
this very
hat.
one.
Like the ones that the co-hosts are literally wearing atop of their heads today. Shipped to you tomorrow. We usually get them out. The shipping center usually gets them out within 24 hours time, directly to your door, hand delivered via your mail provider, USPS, and they're perfect. Honestly, whenever we see people rocking them all the time, and everyone loves them.
Georgie was rocking on the boat this weekend.
Sorry, and then through that, got another click.
Right.
Click, add to cart, because he looks so damn good.
Yep.
We got another click.
Yep, we did. He said it was climbing up the ranks as his favorite hat that he has.
No, it's honestly the best
It's
fucking
versatile.
hat ever. I'm sorry. The best hat on the planet.
Honestly, and get them while supplies last, because we're running low, honestly.
No, we truly are. We are running low.
Please,
Yes.
we appreciate it. But sick puppy and interesting cats. So I don't know if I came up with this theory. I heard it somewhere. If not, came up with it with my friends. There's two people in the world. And it's a spectrum. Everyone falls within one of the categories or somewhere along the spectrum. One side, we're going to say the right side, is a sick puppy. That means this person's a sick puppy. It's like they're sick. Like they're the friend that will do they'll take any dare. They'll boof a beer. Like they'll do like questionable things. They'll throw furniture out a window. Like, what is this person doing? Not much thought goes into their actions, kind of thing. Okay.
They're crazy. They're fun. They're kooky. They're amazing.
They're Rachel Eden. Then you have the interesting cat side of things. It's more of that person's a deep thinker. Like that person, there's more going on underneath the surface. Like maybe they put more thought into their actions, but like when they do present themselves, like it's interesting. Like you want to dig deeper. You want to ask questions.
Right.
Interesting cat.
Right. And by the way, like it's because you would always describe things as interesting, people as interesting cats or sick puppies, and I said to you one day, you know, you always have this spectrum of sick puppies and interesting cats, and that's how the sick puppy and interesting cat was born.
Right. I didn't realize I was doing it. I was just calling people sick cats sick puppies are interesting.
Yeah, so
cats.
the fact that, by the way, that you just said that you did it with your friends, if you and your friends came up with it or whatever, and if I was on the spectrum or whatever, and how I wasn't even included in this story, yeah, thanks a lot, Rachel. I'll remember it. Thanks a lot, Rachel.
We're my bestest of friends.
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot.
With all that being said, we have two sick puppies this week. Number one, professional golfer Charlie Hull. It's a woman. She was casually ripping cigarettes during the U.S. Open practice round yesterday. She was just signing autographs, ripping a cigarette.
That is a sick puppy. Also, like, on the golf course, like, yeah. It's wild.
She's also a model.
What kind of model? A foot? A hand?
She's not an F1. She's not F1.
No F1 material. No F1 material.
But she gets paid.
But a model nonetheless? Yeah, but so do OnlyFans. Okay, like, please.
Yes.
Please.
But I just thought it was the clip of her signing autographs, just like ripping a cigarette, is hilarious.
Relatable.
Exactly.
Just relatable. Doing your job.
Next next sick puppy up is Jordan Faison. Okay, he's a freshman at Notre Dame. And I think he probably had the best freshman year of any freshman in sports history.
Okay.
So he was on the Notre Dame football team to where he had a respectable first season with only 19 receptions, but 322 yards, a lot of yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
Big time.
Okay.
But he also joined the lacrosse team in the spring, and they won the national championship over the weekend.
Oh, my God.
And throughout the season, he had 22 goals, 8 assists.
Okay, so, like, that means he's just, like, a great player?
He dominated in football, on the football field and the lacrosse field as a freshman.
Unbelievable.
Like, it's hard to make it at the Division III level for for any sport, but like to even like gain experience as a senior at Division III level, like that's like cool. Yeah, that's cool experience. Right. This dude's a freshman playing at Notre Dame, football and lacrosse.
Yeah, so he's just like an athlete.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Athlete.
Beyond. I'm sweating.
Athlete. Yeah, I could tell.
I bet he didn't even break a sweat like this.
What?
But he didn't even break a sweat like this while he had all those stats.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Would you want to sweat more?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm sweating balls.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because it's hot.
I know, but if we turn the AC on, then it's going to pick up on the mics.
True.
Okay?
You're the one bragging about the heat.
I'm honestly very comfortable. I'm very happy right now. Put your fucking arms down, okay?
Interesting cat of the week is Mayor Eric Adams.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Mayor Eric Adams put up the most iconic tweet of all time over the weekend.
I love it.
Where he posted the most crowded beach you've ever seen, probably on like Coney Island, okay? Where he said, "Surf's up. Grab your towels and sunscreen because summer vacation that you dreamed about is just a subway ride away."
He was like, the New York City beaches are our French Riviera. Unbelievable. Like, truly unbelievable like marketing, wording. It's perfect. I think it's like, do we think that he did it as a joke?
No, I think he's trying to get voted in again for another term.
That's truly delusional.
Because people found the video of him years ago showing parents where they could find their kids' drugs. You ever see that video?
Yes, I have. It's insane.
It's like, check behind the TV.
No, it's like, check underneath the candle holder or whatever. Oh my God, no, it's so funny.
Look in their backpack.
No, this is honestly, it's amazing. It's truly incredible.
Who elected this guy?
The people. That's how it works.
Did you vote for him?
I don't think I voted in the mayor elections.
I would think differently of you if you did. This guy's a nut.
I don't think that listen, okay? I don't think that I voted for him, but I think I would vote him in just based off this post alone. I think I want a man who loves New York like this, though. You know what I mean? Who wants to take care of the streets like this? Who wants people to enjoy the beaches? Like, get a man who is delusional enough, you know? Who the fuck else would want to be mayor of New York besides me?
The guy that Jim was dressing for the job today.
Yeah. He's working for it. He's going to be like fucking Joe Mazzulla out there, the guy at the gym. Please, okay? He's dressing for the job he wants, not the job he has. That's truly what it is.
That's all it is.
Just for the job you want, not the job you have. So.
Things you may have missed.
Let's do it. Things you may have missed.
So NHL playoff update, since we haven't been talking about it as much since the Bruins have been out. The Dallas Stars are up 2-1 on the Edmonton Oilers.
The Dallas Stars?
Yes.
Never heard of the team.
Okay, well, they're up 2-1. They're about to go to, they're 2 wins away from going to the Stanley Cup.
Never heard of it.
Okay. The New York Rangers are up 2-1 on the Florida Panthers.
We hate the Florida Panthers. We like the New York Rangers.
I'm a Chris Kreider guy.
So, we have to like them.
Go Chieftains.
So, we want the Rangers to win.
Yes. I would take the Rangers over the Florida Panthers.
Perfect. But we want the Rangers to win the Stanley Cup.
I would, honestly, out of the teams remaining, I would want Edmonton to win.
So, you want the Rangers to win the Stanley Cup?
I want the Edmonton Oilers to win the Stanley Cup.
Okay. I'm Rangers, you're Oilers.
Perfect.
Put it there.
Connor McDavid.
And when the Rangers win, what should the bet be? And don't say we'll decide, because we never decide, and we never say it. We'll just come up with a stupid one.
I'll wear Rangers gear on the next podcast after that.
But like, we don't have any Rangers gear.
I'll go get Rangers gear. And
okay, what if the Oilers win? I have to get Oiler gear?
You have to fill up my tank. Even though it's gasoline, not oil, you have to fill up my gas tank for the next 3 times. Oilers gas tank.
Okay, I don't understand like how that is equatable or whatever.
Makes sense in my brain. Moving on. Oh, it's supposed to be a fast segment here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, just
you
run.
You have a better idea?
No.
Most creative over there?
Yeah. I honestly, I don't. I was just gonna say like someone has to like do something silly or like something,
what?
And you're like. We don't need to do that. You know what I mean? Like, we're just doing it for fun. $1. Like, literally, like, I owe you $1.
You just reminded me, Wendy's is selling,
are they sponsoring the podcast? Don't give them the free airwaves.
No free shout outs.
Yeah, no free shout outs.
They're not doing anything good.
Yeah.
Selling burgers for a penny.
Yeah, they're selling burgers for 1 penny. But the fucking Wendy's burgers are worth a penny anyway. They're awful. Who the fuck wants to eat Wendy's? It's McDonald's over Wendy's every damn day.
She did not like the bets I came up with.
No, I did not.
Moving on. Conor McGregor seems unworried about his fight next month. After he was seen in the club absolutely blacked out this weekend.
Yeah, and so he's having fun.
He has a fight in a month.
He's a fight in a month, exactly. So he can't party the month before? The month before? Could you imagine? You have a meeting in 1 month. Are you allowed to go out on a weeknight? I mean, a weekend before?
Tens of millions of dollars. This guy wants to break my face.
So you think that he's not allowed to go out a month before?
No one said he's not allowed to go out. It's just an interesting move.
So you have a big game. You have a fight coming up in 1 month's time 4 weeks before you wouldn't on a weekend go to the club and have a little fun, get a little drunk, let loose, so that you can come back to the dojo
Would you?
and be in the right headspace?
Would you?
I think that the answer will always be yes. I would go out the night before. I would go out the week before. Probably not the night before. I would definitely go out the week before. Fuck yeah. I'd be like, yeah, we're about to fucking crush it this week. Let's go. Final time going out. I'm going out the 4th weekend, the 3rd weekend, the 2nd weekend, and the weekend before. 100%. You could bet your fucking ass I am.
Perfect.
And I'm telling everyone while I'm there, I'm going to win my next fight.
Yeah, you're going to be going to the DJ booth.
Right, exactly. Get me on the tracks, DJ, man.
DJ on the tracks.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that you think that that's crazy is crazy to me.
I'm sorry for that.
You don't actually think that's crazy, right?
He was blacked out. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's fighting Michael Chandler, who's a freaking monster.
In a month.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you.
With the rate that my hangovers are getting worse and worse every year.
Oh my God.
If I was his age.
He's an athlete.
Hey, he's an athlete.
He can get an IV literally at his hotel room the next second.
Okay. He's just a different breed.
Dehydrated, he is not.
Different breed.
Right, truly.
You remember Hayden Hopkins? We spoke about her last week. She was the woman who was pregnant that we said was dating.
Yes. This like 26-year-old dating the old ass guy with the weird bangs.
Turns out she's not dating him at all. She took one picture with that picture of her in the booth was from 2022 with him, and she was just invited to the game to watch it with him, and
but she's pregnant.
Yeah, she has a boyfriend. She has a boyfriend, Joey.
Oh my God, I'm really literally here just like talking shit about this girl.
Yeah, we're part of those. We're part of that internet crowd that's
clickbait.
Yeah.
It gets us literally every time.
Every time.
Every damn time. I mean, it's so weird that she went, if she has a boyfriend, that she's like literally going and sitting with him though, at a game.
Back in 2022. She wasn't dating the guy then, I guess.
Oh. Okay, fine.
We apologize.
April Fool's got us again. And April Fool's, what's it called? Like a loose one. A stray.
Strangler.
An April Fool's stray.
Cristiano Ronaldo broke the record for the most goals ever in a Saudi Pro League season.
Crazy.
Messi could never.
Crazy that's not a topic, because I feel like with Ronaldo, like, and that wasn't like a first topic, because, I don't know, I feel like you normally put those things first.
Yeah, I just wanted to mix it up.
Yeah, I know.
Keep one in the back pocket.
Yeah, of course.
Another Portuguese soccer player, Bruno Fernandes, wrote an article in the Player Tribune about what it meant. He plays for Manchester United. What it meant for Manchester United to play their upcoming game against Manchester City before the weekend came about. The FA Cup final. Amazing article. Go read it. Player Tribune's awesome.
Yeah, it was a great article. Loved it. Very sweet, thoughtful. I love that. And the Player Tribune, it gives athletes a platform to just write to the people, straight to the people, by our people, by Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter made this thing, like, he's just a fucking genius. What a G.
G for genius. As is Bruno Fernandes. The Memorial Cup has changed hockey broadcast forever as they introduced the on-ice fight cam. So let's say two players line up to fight. They have a cameraman that goes out on the ice, all like in a white jumpsuit, and just filming the fight up close.
Who is this?
Memorial Cup. It's like the Canadian Hockey League, so it's like juniors.
Okay, so the juniors have a fight cam?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Iconic.
Awful job to have, though, for that man. He's probably scared out of his fucking mind.
Right. Just on edge all game. Like, when are the guys going to fight? When are they going to fight? When are they going to fight? When
no,
are they going to fight? It's my time. It's my time.
Yeah. No, thanks. No, thanks.
We watched Tires this weekend. Not a sports topic, but we watched Tires on Netflix.
So good.
Shane Gillis did an amazing job.
Crushed it. Laughed the entire way.
Yep.
Like, ha. So good. So good. Such a good show.
David Pastrnak in Czech Republic won the gold medal at the World Championships over the weekend. And the tournament was in Prague. So they went bananas.
Yeah, is he Prague?
He's Czech. Yeah, Czech. He's from Czech Republic. Prague's the capital.
Geography is clearly not my strong suit.
I could be wrong. Could be Croatia.
What?
I don't know.
Croatia is not Czech Republic. It's definitely something I know.
Yeah, Croatia's not
Prague,
Prague,
I thought
right?
Prague was...
Croatia?
No.
No, it's Czech Republic. I have to trust
Is
myself.
Prague a city?
Yes.
Or is it a place?
It's a city.
I always thought it was like a place.
No, it's a city.
Like, you know when people are like, oh, I'm going to like Barcelona. I'm going to Budapest. I'm going to
Amsterdam.
whatever. Like, I'm always like, oh, that's the place. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the country type of thing. Like a Monaco of sorts. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, Monaco is a country.
Yes.
But it's in France.
Yes.
At the coast.
Yes.
So.
Interesting.
Anyhow.
Congrats, David. Should have been the Stanley Cup, but neither here nor there. Snoop Dogg's bowl game will become the first college bowl game to pay its players.
Yes, I saw this. So is he just like putting out like a little game, like just like?
So you know, at the end of the college football season, how they have all these bowl games that I explained don't really matter.
Yeah, like the Rose Bowl.
The Rose Bowl matters, but like they'll have like the Outback Bowl, or they'll have like the
Chipotle Bowl.
The Chipotle Bowl, or the Meineke car like rental bowl.
Okay. So Snoop is doing one, but he's paying everyone.
Yes.
Snoop just being a stand-up guy.
Genius.
Stand-up
Gentleman
dog.
and a scholar.
Stand-up dog.
Oh.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Top dog, really.
The Washington Mystics of the WNBA are selling, quote, brunch and basketball tickets to several upcoming games. So you can get brunch and watch basketball.
I think that's a great idea for the girlies.
Tickets are $105, and they include bottomless mimosas, seats in the 100 level, so like the lower bowl, chicken and waffles, fruit, pastries, coffee, and even more.
This is such a great idea to like get girlies in to see the girlies. Like a bottomless brunch at a b-ball game. Bottomless brunch at b-ball games. Give me all the B's.
I know I say this all the time, like my ideas that I rarely follow through with. We have to go around the country, I think, and just start trying these specials.
Yeah, I'm down.
We have to go to the Marlins game and get like the $50 like all you can eat thing.
I'm down. Like, let's do it up. Like, what? Like, go fund me.
Seriously.
Go fund us.
Right.
Go fund us eating. Like how we did a food tour
If you own a business
weekend.
and you want to sponsor us and sponsor one of these trips,
yeah, like
now's
please.
your chance.
Now, yeah, like get it while it's hot, like the brunch, like the chicken and waffles.
Exactly. Mike Tyson reportedly had a medical emergency while boarding a flight from Miami to LA less than 2 months before he's scheduled to fight Jake Paul.
Oh, he shouldn't be flying. He shouldn't be flying 2 months beforehand.
Oh my God.
What's his medical emergency?
He's just getting nauseous and dizzy. Some vertigo.
He was on a commercial flight?
Vertigo. Yeah.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Flies commercial?
Yeah.
Why I find this hard
He's
to
actually
believe.
under a lawsuit right now for punching someone in a commercial flight not too long ago that was bothering him.
I couldn't imagine. If I was flying next to Mike Tyson, I would not go on the plane.
This guy was like literally saying like, "Hey Mike," from behind him, like, "Hey Mike, pay attention to me. Hey Mike, and Mike Tyson was like, "Please leave me alone, dude."
Like, that's legit weird.
Right, and like he told the flight attendant like no one did anything. Like after like a couple hours, Mike Tyson finally freaked out on this guy, and the guy was like, "What are you gonna do?" And Mike Tyson's like, "Nothing, because you sue me." And the guy kept on bothering him. Mike Tyson finally turned around and punched him, and now he's being sued by the guy.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. Endicott College.
Oh my God.
Baseball team advanced to the D3 College World Series. Congratulations.
That's awesome! Go Goals! As a fellow alum, is there any words of advice, words of wisdom, words of congratulations that you would like to say?
As a fellow student athlete that went to the Endicott College campus, we've never won a national championship. And so you gentlemen, this is your opportunity to bring one home to Beverly. Okay? Every athlete, man and woman that walked through that campus, that walked through the Post Center's doors, they're looking at you to bring it home. You give us all credibility. And now's your opportunity. Especially since another team that made it to the Division III National Championship, Birmingham Southern, is a team that they'll be competing against. The university is closing down on May 31st, okay? So you're going to be playing a team that will officially be representing a college that no longer exists, so you better fucking win,
Why
okay?
are they closing?
Don't know.
Do colleges close doors?
I guess so.
Other than, like, what is that school on the movie? Like, with all the dropouts, and it was all the dropout kids, like, it was like FU or something, university or whatever it was.
I didn't even see that one.
You never watched that movie?
No. Project X?
No, it's like where the one kid, like, he gets, like, all of, like, the rejects and, like, all the dropouts, like, go to the college and all they do is, like, fuck around the whole time. Then, like, the parents come for, like, parents' weekend. They figure it out, blah, blah.
No.
Okay, well, whatever. But it's crazy. Who shuts a college down? I don't know.
It's crazy.
That's, like,
how
bizarre.
dumb you have to be running a college to have it go under.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Boost the tuition.
No, literally. I mean, but then who's going to
Birmingham Southern.
Where is it?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, well. Yeah, so. Enough said.
On 2 points on a serious note, we lost 2 athletes this week. Bill Walton, all-time NBA player, 2-time NBA champion, 1-time NBA MVP, passed away over the weekend at the age of 71 after a battle with cancer. Rest in peace, Bill Walton. And then also Grayson Murray, who's a professional golf player, 30 years old, actually was playing in the event over the weekend when he took his own life. Over the weekend, he dropped out of the tournament on Friday, and then that was the last anyone saw of him, unfortunately. Just a crazy scene. I guess this gentleman had battled addiction in the past. He's just battled with anxiety and depression the majority of his life. He spoke about it in the last few years. He actually, at one point in time, lost his status as a professional golfer due to his alcohol addiction, and just appeared to turn his life around and regather everything. Like this year was his coming out party once again. Like, he won on the tour this year. He already made $2.5 million on tour since January. So he was experiencing a lot of success. So I can't imagine the demons that he was battling inside. And it like is a huge reminder as to like what actually matters in life, right? Like, a lot of people will think like, I mean, I follow victims to this all the time, right? Like, if I could make more money, if I made it professionally and accomplished dreams, right? Things would be okay. And
right.
And sometimes that just isn't the case. So thoughts and prayers go out to his family, and it's just a reminder that reach out to loved ones at all times, and it's never a bad time to reach out to someone and tell them you love them. I'm not saying that this gentleman didn't have that in his life. It's appeared that he had a great support system, but it doesn't go by the wayside of, you just really never know what people are going through. It doesn't matter if they could be a professional golfer making millions, right? Or they could be still at home living with their parents trying to figure their life out. There is no difference, right? So never hesitate to reach out to people to check on them, see how they're doing, because you really, really, really never know what someone's going through, because this is the worst case scenario. And it's as his parents released a statement, and they were spot on. They just called it a nightmare, and that's exactly what it is. So rest in peace, Grayson Murray, and I hope you find peace.
Greatly said. Good job, Bubba. Wait, well put. You always know the right thing to how to not sum it up, but how to put all the things into the right words. So you spoke on that very well. So I'm very proud of you for doing that. Good job.
Thank you.
Moment of silence for Bill Walton and Grayson Murray. Thank you. Thank you for all that, thoughts and prayers with both of their families. And now on to a little bit of lighter things to watch this week and weekend.
Yes, to distract yourself from possible things that may be going wrong. Or just to get an escape, because sports are an escape. Entertainment's an escape. NBA and NHL playoffs are going to continue. UFC 302 is taking place Saturday. Dustin Poirier is fighting again.
Hopefully no one's partying a month beforehand.
And then the tennis French Open is going on.
Ooh, maybe the girlies there are going to be looking cute.
Maybe. That's all I had for you, my love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for, always explaining everything to me, for being the best co-host a gal like me could ask for being the funniest guy in the room, for just being you. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful that we get to do this podcast together every week. And I'm thankful to all the listeners that are listening. Thank you guys so much sincerely for listening. Like, we know it. This is just such a crazy journey. Thank you for coming along with us up until this point. We are still only getting started. We have not even scraped the surface of the things that we are going to accomplish together with everyone in the Drama of Sports Club, the Double Dose, the best sports drama podcast in the game. And with that, the only way to do it is to close it out with a cheers. The only way you know how to. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the Drama of Sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.